Hey, River.
This week I'm joined by my wife.
Hello, Riverview. This week I'm joined with Alyssa, my wife, and we just want to share what the Lord has been doing in the midst of our lives. We want to encourage you all out there.
So lately we've been noticing that we're missing something in our communication, and sometimes, when things would get tense between us, we were trying to figure out in our marriage, how do we navigate that? What are we missing? What are we doing wrong? And we realized one thing that was missing was just regular prayer over each other.
So I was struggling with keeping my heart pure.
And I was struggling with seeing myself the way that the Lord sees me, and comparing myself to other moms, other women who are doing a great job, and I wanting to be like them rather than feeling inspired and motivated, would just feel like getting really down on myself about how I'm not measuring up. So we were like, how are we going to combat these things that are weighing on us separately? These things don't really have to do with, my problems didn't necessarily have to do with Jeremiah, and his didn't have to do with me necessarily, but we were like, we need to carry these burdens to the Lord together because they're just too heavy on our own.
Yes, let's see how God would work through this. Let's see how God will show up in our marriage if we just pray for each other every night. And so through that, we have seen the Lord work, and see that maybe that burden or that weight that we carry around, Alyssa and I, be lightened.
Praying together every night, it's not a quick fix. It's not something that we instantly felt healing and deliverance from our sin. It was just a way for us to remember to constantly bring our burdens before the Lord. And we realized that bringing them to each other and carrying them to present them before the Lord together lightened the load. And it just made it immediately more endurable, just knowing that we were doing it together and talking about it together and being open about it together.
So we want to challenge you guys out there, if you have a spouse or in a relationship, to pray over that person. It's not easy. There's been nights where Alyssa didn't feel well, and she goes to bed early, but still I walk in, I pray over her. I even it's a short prayer. We want to challenge you guys to initiate with one another. If I forget, Alyssa initiates it with me. If she forgets, I do it with her. So it's one of those things where we find as soon as we put the kids down, we'll do it.
Now, if you're in a place in your walk where you don't feel comfortable praying out loud, we just encourage you to just remember what the scripture says. You don't have to pray eloquent words. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes of dim the lights and light a candle and make sure you have music playing and all of that. Coming before the Lord is just come as you are and just talk to him and just ask him to help you. Thank him. It's as simple as that. And we want to encourage all of you who maybe you're new at praying with someone out loud. Don't forget that it's for the Lord's ears. And he already hears your heart anyway. He already knows what's in your heart. You're just verbalizing it to surrender it to him in that way.
Amen. Well, hopefully those few words encourage you all, and we'll see you soon.